So, hello everyone. Today we will study how to convert the aggregates. Okay, these are the aggregates of national income. So, today we will see how to convert the aggregates, how we will convert the gross into net or net into gross, how we will convert the domestic into national or national into domestic. Okay, so we will see this thing today. Now first of all, I will repeat this. I've said this earlier also in previous class, that we have to convert, we have to exchange, or I should say we have to interchange the aggregates which are placed in the same place. Okay, like this is a first place, this is a second place, so the aggregates in the first place will be interchanged, the aggregates in the second place will be interchanged. Okay, so we have to interchange the aggregates or the elements which are located in the same place. Okay, we cannot change gross into domestic, we cannot change national into factor cost, we cannot change market price into net. Okay, we can change the aggregates which are placed in the same space, same dash. Okay, so let's see the first one here. They have this is the practice exercise, practice questions. So first, now the way of writing, the method before conversion, I would like to tell you something, that the way of writing this is like, suppose we have to write GDP. Okay, so GDP, and here at the bottom MP. Okay, and how we will pronounce it? We will pronounce it like GDP at market price. Okay, we will pronounce it GDP at market price, but we will write it like this. Okay, and everything, not only GDP, but suppose there's another thing, NNP FC. Okay, so the FC and the MP will be written in small and at the bottom small little one. Okay, and these will be in capital form. Okay, so gross domestic product at market price, the first one. Net national product at factor cost. So usually we pronounce it in the shortcut form. Okay, we don't say it like gross domestic product, we say it like GDP MP or GDP at market price. Okay, and now the one more thing, you have to be careful regarding these 2n. Whenever 2n, okay, whenever 2n comes in the same aggregates like NNP, so the first n is net, the second n will be called national. So net national product, we you cannot say that national net product, or it cannot be like this is written GDP. Okay, so it cannot be written like DGP. Okay, the alphabet which is in the first place, G for gross, so gross is in the first place, so it will always be there in the first place. D for domestic, so domestic will be always be in the second place, and this is P for product, so product is always in the third place. We cannot say PDG, this is wrong, this will be wrong. Okay, so the alphabet which is in the first place will be written in the first place only, you cannot change the place. Okay, so we have we saw how to write, how to pronounce. Okay, now we will go back and we will see how to convert. Okay, so here our first question is GDP-MP and NDP-MP. It means the aggregate which is given on the right side of equal. This is equal to. So the aggregate which is given, which will be given in the right side, it means that aggregate is given. Okay, you have been given NDP-MP and you have to convert this NDP-MP into GDP-MP. Okay, so the element or the aggregate which is given in the left side of equal to, you have to find that. Okay, NDP is given, GDP you have to find. So you have to convert NDP-MP into GDP-MP. Okay, so now when we start converting, we have to convert step by step. Okay, we don't have to rush. Okay, we don't have to catch the train. So we will convert this step by step. So let us see first one, NDP-MP. Now we have to convert first alphabet, then we will, after converting, then we will jump into second alphabet. So first here is N, and the N which is at first place, it is called net. Okay, and G for gross. So we have to convert net into gross. So we have to go from net to gross. So whenever we are converting net to gross, then what we will do, we will plus depreciation. Okay, when we convert net into gross, we will add depreciation. Okay, now our first conversion is done. What is the second conversion? D, domestic. Now here domestic is in the second place, here also domestic is in the second place. So whenever there is same element, or there is same aggregate, domestic, you don't have to touch it. Okay, you don't have to touch those elements or aggregates. Whenever they are different elements, then only you will convert them. Okay, if there are same elements, then you will not convert them. Okay, so domestic are same, so you will not touch it. Okay, you don't have to look there. Then product same, so we don't have to convert the product. Okay, it will be same in all the conditions. Now in last thing, MP and MP. Okay, here it is also MP, here it is also MP. So when there is same element or aggregate, we don't touch it, we don't convert it. So we convert only those aggregates which are different. So here it was N, it was G, so we have to convert N into G. Okay, so how we will convert? We will add depreciation. So this is only theoretical. In next class there will be some values given. Okay, then it will be more easier to understand these things. So here there will be value, like you will be given value of NDP-MP, suppose 100. Okay, and and if you are asked to convert NDP-MP into GDP-MP, so how you will convert? And the value is given 100, and the value of depreciation will be given, so you have to use depreciation for that. So in 100 you will add rupees 10. 10 means depreciation. So what will be the answer? 110. So when you convert the NDP-MP into GDP-MP, what will be the value? 110. So GDP-MP is 110. Okay, this is only the practice. Okay, when we come to the actual numerical values, will be given. So you have to wait for a while, to wait for next session. Then we will practice some questions in which values are given. Okay, So this is the first conversion. Now uh, we have seen how to convert this. Now we will take one more example, difficult one, where we have to convert two aggregates. Okay. Now suppose, let's say, let's take this one, 10th one. Okay. Now what is this here written? GDP MP, and we have to convert GDP MP into this one, NNP FC. So we will take step by step, we will convert step by step. So first we will see the element which is in the first place. What is in the first place? G, and here it is N. So we have to convert G into N. Okay, like first we return this NNP, just a second, NNP FC equal to GDP MP. So first we will convert gross into net. So what we will do? We will minus depreciation. We will minus depreciation while converting gross into net. Okay, this is done. Now we will come into the second place. Here it is domestic and here it is national. Be careful whenever where there are two N, you have to be careful there. The first N was net, the second N is national. So you have to convert domestic into national here. Okay. So while going from domestic to national, what we will do? We will add NFIA. We will add NFIA. So now we have converted domestic into national. The product is same, we will not touch it. Now we will convert market price into factor cost. So when we go from market price to factor cost, what we will do? We will minus NIT. Okay. So instead of these alphabets, we will put here the values. Okay. And after adding and subtracting, the final value of NNP FC will be calculated. Okay. So for converting GDP MP into NNP FC, what we have to do? We have to minus depreciation, we have to add NFIA, and we have to minus NIT, and by this we will be able to convert GDP MP into NNP MP. Okay. So this was the conversion here. Now you can take this screenshot of this practice questions. Okay. Wait. Now you can take this screenshot here and you can practice these questions. Okay, these are the handmade questions. You might not find these questions in the books. Okay, so for practice you can use these questions and you can take this screenshot here. So in tomorrow's session we will practice some questions in which numbers will be given. Okay, so this was the conversion here.